Yeah, I'm rolling.
Rolling.
We are rolling now. So Wayne, firstly, we'll start with some further reflections on Friday's draw with Leeds United. A really positive result and performance against one of the division's best teams.
Yeah, but I think that's been the case for most of our home games this season. We always put on a good show, and again we've done it on Friday night, which is very pleasing.
And it wasn't just a case of, backs against the wall, clinging on to a point. We had some really good chances, especially in the second half. Sam Nombe went close, Fred Dimmer, of course a good save from the keeper, though it could have gone either way, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could have done. I think probably in the scale of it, a draw is a fair result. Looking back at it, we grew into the game as the game went on, particularly second half. Like you said, we came out and we showed what we're capable of, and hopefully we can carry that through.
You said in your press in the build-up to the game against Leeds that it wasn't really a case of you trying to instill belief into the players. It was just to remind them of how good that they can be, and they sort of proved that again on Friday, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. It was all about just come back over the best bits, what we're good at, just helping the players remind what we look like when we're at our best, what the identity of the team and the squad is, and they seemed to respond to it really well.
Speaking of responding to it really well, you said it was a Rotherham performance on Friday night, and the fans really responded as well, didn't they? They gave you good backing.
They did. It was that second half in particular was a real sort of team effort with everyone involved. It was it was really, really pleasing. Before the game, we just said to the players, you've got to roll your sleeves up, you've got to work hard, you've got to be competitive, and you've got to be brave. I thought they were all those things.
Keema Duffin, he scored for the third time this season. Is a really well taken goal as well.
It was an excellent finish on his left foot as well. I think it came off sort of a bit of good play. We get down one side of the pitch and then an interception and a 1-2, and it sort of popped out, and Hack's been in the right place at the right time and a good finish.
He was back in midfield after being deployed in defence in recent games. He's certainly proving to be a bit of a versatile operator, isn't he?
He is. That's what you get with Hakeem. He's a fantastic lad. He just wants to sort of rise to any challenge you put in front of him. He wants all the information, so he goes into that situation well informed, and he really applies himself. So he's a real good asset to the group.
And how impressed have you been with him overall this season? I know he's had a couple of injury setbacks, but when he has been out on the pitch, he's been very consistent in his performances.
He has. I say any job we've put him into, he's stepped up to the mark on it. I'm impressed with him on the pitch, but I'm also impressed with him off the pitch. He's a fantastic human being. So he's, his mum must be really proud of him.
Speaking of sort of injuries and setbacks, in terms of your team news after the Leeds game, did everyone come through it okay?
Yeah, we had a few bumps and bruises, as you expect. Some of the players played 90 minutes that we potentially weren't expecting to play 90 minutes, which was pleasing for us. And then there's always that note of caution afterwards, is there anything off the back of that? But sort of pleasingly, as things stand, we haven't had any real knock-on from that, so fingers crossed long may it continue.
Jamie Lindsay made his sort of long-awaited return from injury. I mean, briefly in a cameo being it, but Grant Hall on the bench as well. Two good players to have back.
Yeah, two good assets to the squad again. It allows us to think about different things, allows us maybe to balance players off at certain times with regards to the workloads. It was brilliant to see Jamie back on the pitch. He was absolutely delighted. I spoke to him even just in the warm-up, and he was smiling, saying how good it was just to be back on the pitch. I know Grant's feeling the same as well.
You said right now you can only focus on the next challenge, and that's a trip to take on Hull, a team who have been performing really well this season.
They have. They've grown as a team over the last couple of seasons. The manager there has done a really good job. They play a good brand, attractive brand of football. It'll be another challenge, sort of like the Leeds challenge for us.
Yeah, just touching on that, you say it's another good challenge for the lads. They've shown, as you say, against Leeds that they can compete with anyone. Now it's just sort of taking what they've done from a home, getting in the home performances onto the road, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the elephant in the room, really, isn't it? Is the away performances. I say, with regards to myself and the group, of coaching staff and the players themselves, we sat down, we'll come up with a plan, and we'll go about our business, home or away. The plans need to look slightly different at times, but with regards to how the players sort of apply themselves within that, we expect the same sort of application, and if we do that, then fingers crossed we can break the duck.